Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Morgan. I'm going to do a collective energy read. I call in 100 angels to hold the space while only balanced, benevolent, loving beings are allowed to interact with us. One more shuffle. I hope everyone is doing well. Cards are upside down. Let's see what the cards have to say. So we start with a Page of Swords, some sort of investigation. We're learning something. The Two of Swords reversed. Some decisions been made after some learning. And we get the Eight of Pentacles. This could have to do with your work, a project, something that you're putting time and effort into. After a Tower moment has made you a little bummed. So there's that information that came through, made you have to adjust your foundations about a subject, maybe your work, or that project, or whatever it is that you do. It ended a cycle. And it could have been, I mean, we go through 2-year cycles, we go through 10-year cycles. It could be any type of, but it ended a karmic cycle, which is good. So we can start over. And now we're in a waiting period for the next, learning and informing ourselves on what to do next. The King of Pentacles. This seems to have something to do with what you're doing in the 3D realm. So how you make your money. And all these readings are timeless. I don't read for signs. I don't read for timing. It's been a heavy burden. So you're a little bit weary, kind of like, when is this ever going to end? Or when is this? But it's ending. The cycle is ending and something new will start. There's a really heavy energy of investigating newness. We get the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Starting new karmic contracts. And we got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Those are the only people besides the Page on the Page of Swords on the board. So you're sitting in a balanced, grounded energy. The collective has been in this King, Queen of Pentacles for a while, which is good. It's slow moving, but it's definitely plans things out. It has a, it has a forward moving direction. It knows what it wants. Knight of Wands. There's something exciting coming in. A new opportunity, excitement. Once this is all over. Yes, that is moving you in the right direction towards new opportunities. It can sometimes feel like when the Wheel of Fortune comes out that we're on a loop here, but she is standing at the top. This came out upright, meaning you are going in the right direction, and it's going to bring excitement. Two of Wands, Five of Wands. This could have had to do with other people. There could be jealousy, competition, people fighting over something with you. Could just even be ideas and things like that when we get the Page of Swords at the beginning of the reading. Investigation and ideas and learning new stuff is the basis of this. So I think you're learning and coming up with new ideas and plans. We get the Seven of Swords. with the Five of Wands. So there's a little bit of fear here of deception, kind of waiting on deception. You don't want to wait on deception because it will show up. Work with other people. So we get the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups on what you care about, on what brings you joy. These other people that you start to work with are going to really help push you forward. I put the Three of Pentacles on the Wheel of Fortune. We get the High Priestess here. So you're being moved forward through the astral by your intuition, and you will know who is not guided for you and who to be in your life and who is, because I put it on the Seven of Swords. So whoever that Seven of Swords energy is, deceptive or whatever, it can be, it can just show up as things that you don't want to happen. You will know before it happens. The High Priestess is protective energy, and it lets you know what's going on behind the scenes. So I'm going to name this Investigating What's Going On Behind the Scenes. You're looking in and you're seeing what's to come through that High Priestess energy, through your intuition, your inner knowing, your different clairs. And you're learning what the best next step forward is. Yes, I'm going to take that as confirmation. This is more information, new ideas. That High Priestess is going to give you the next steps. And there's the Sun. Through optimism, through joy, through fun, through play, through ignoring this Five of Wands, Seven of Swords energy. It's just unnecessary to even think about other people's opinions and thoughts and feelings. You can't control anyone. And you're sitting in this Nine of Pentacles energy, so you have everything you need to move forward. The collective's doing really well right now. Better than they think they are. There's always a stress in life, but you're doing better than you think. So the Eight of Cups is moving from emotional turmoil to a calmer, more serene experience in life, especially with that Nine of Pentacles. Things are looking up, you're self-sufficient, independent, strong sense of self. The Lovers. So we know there's a decision that's been made. This can be that decision that's been made. The Lovers is Gemini energy. Judgment. Being pulled in the astral world towards a judgment of karmic retribution, right? The scales. So we might get the Justice card, but this just means that the angels are working with you, that there's a bigger plan happening here. Something you don't see yet. And try to stay out of that Five of Cups energy as much as you can, because this is here as well. Optimism, faith, hope, excitement. There's something you don't know is happening behind the scenes. Secrets are being revealed. This is a balance, a masculine and feminine energy within the self as well. You might feel left out in the cold, or that you don't know what to do, or that you don't have enough. But I promise you, you do have enough, and you will get enough with that Nine of Pentacles. Someone else might feel left out in the cold by you too. That's possible. There's a deep transformation here happening, and I feel like it's with your inner world. Your inner world is balancing out the masculine and the feminine. So there is an ongoing expression within the self that is learning how to give and receive. The sun is to give, the sun gives life, the moon is to receive. The moon receives a reflection of the sun. And the transformation is happening naturally. It's nothing you have to do. But the ending of this cycle that happened prior to this is what's catapulting you into this balanced energy within the self. Yeah, there's a giving and a receiving of energy, and that is what we were just talking about. This is the epitome of that sun and moon card. The exchange of energy between people. It's who you're going to give your energy to is very important. Knight of Pentacles. It may happen slowly over time, but it is happening. Try not to stress. I know we're in Gemini season and the mind can get squirrely and start going all over the place, I guess you could say. But keep in mind, this is here. Optimism and faith and hope. Try to always bring yourself back to the center. The center is love and optimism and hope. Four of Swords, in a time of healing. When this comes out like this is like near to a stop in life, right? Being forced to stop and wait for the next right energy to move through the system. So that can be astrology. You could be waiting for something to happen in your chart. Could be waiting for seeds that you planted to grow. I know it's hard to wait, especially when the energy is ramped up in a Gemini season. Gemini can be impatient. There's a fear of this Ten of Swords. But like I said in the beginning, I know that we don't want to expect betrayal. If we expect betrayal, it will happen. Expect good things. What's one more advice? Let's give them some advice on this investigative journey. Look at all your options. You got many options. More options than you think you have. Seven of Cups, there is all different potentials in each one of these cups. And that's at least 7 different potentials that you have in your life. Paths to go down, people to interact with, things to do. And while you're waiting in this sitting energy and healing from this past tower, it's just good to think about all the things that could go right. So let's think about all the things that could go right. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate you all being here. Take care of yourselves and each other.